There's a big debate in the scientific world about intelligent design. Some people argue that intelligent design means that there is a God who created the world intelligently. The more scientific, the more secular, say that the intelligence is built into the system, into the subatomic particles have an intelligence. So that's their view of God. Obviously, there's intelligence in the design of the universe, in every detail. But what's really important and interesting is not the intelligence, but the purposefulness. There's a difference between doing something intelligently or doing something purposefully. They're related somewhere, but they're not the same thing. Because you can be intelligent and yet without any purpose. And the very secular scientist is intelligent without a purpose. Because he believes that the world, as brilliant as the design is, has no purpose. It doesn't exist for a reason. It's not going anywhere with a purpose. It just happened to be this way. And it's very intelligent, but pointless. So what's exciting and what motivates the people in this community, the way we're raised and educated, there is a grand design. There is a purpose. And that purpose is what caused the intelligence and the orderliness of the universe. So every cell in your body is not only intelligent, it's purposeful. It has a purpose. As a result, someplace deep down in our psyche, we desperately need to know the purpose. Because without that, the more intelligent you are, the more depressed you're going to be. Because if you're really smart and don't see a purpose, it's very painful. It drives people to suicide. So what is exciting about life? It's so purposeful. Every detail, every DNA molecule functions with a purpose. So listen to this incredible medical definition. It was not a religious, a purely medical definition by a doctor in Germany who said like this: what does it mean to be healthy? It's a good question for doctors to ask. A doctor should know what healthy is. It would help, right? So he says like this, and there really is no, in modern medicine, there is no definition. He asked the biggest doctor in the world, what is healthy? If you have no bad symptoms, I guess you're healthy. But then again, a dead body has no bad symptoms. So it's not a really good definition, right? So here's the definition this doctor came up with. The healthy person is someone whose body is in perfect balance, so it doesn't interfere with the mind, so that the mind can pursue the purpose for which we exist. Isn't that an amazing definition? If you think about it, the body is not the purpose. A healthy person's body doesn't interfere with the pursuit of that purpose. Where is the pursuit? In the intelligent mind. But what does the intelligent mind seek? The purpose, not the intelligence. The purpose for which we exist. So to put it in different words that make it very practical and very real, if there is no purpose, if you exist by accident, then you're never sick. Because if you can't walk, so don't. You got no place to go. You have no purpose, so if you can't walk, so don't walk. You can't jump over tall buildings, and you can't fly faster than a speeding bullet, and you can't walk, so you can't hear, so is it something you're supposed to hear? No. So what's the problem? So if a guy calls a doctor and says, "Doctor, my legs are numb, I can't go, I can't move," the first question the doctor should ask is, "Where do you need to go?" If the guy says, "Well, actually, no place." Oh, so perfect. So what's your problem? Even, "Doc, I can't breathe." Why do you need to breathe? I don't know, most people breathe. That's not an illness. So the definition, according to this doctor, the definition of illness is anything that prevents you from fulfilling your purpose. But if you have no purpose, there's no illness. Whatever you can do, you can do. If you can't, you can't. What's the difference? So, there are people who are very devoted to their health. They jog and they take vitamins and they do all sorts of stuff so that they'll live a year or two longer. Why? Why? So it's brilliant, it's intelligent, they understand the way the body works and the aging process, and eventually we're going to live to 200. But why? You ask the average person today, how would you like to live to be 200 years old? No thanks. What for? And that's very sad. This community is raised and weaned on the idea you're here for a purpose. Figure it out and do it. And that is what makes the average citizen here excited. They wake up in the morning with a purpose. You do what you do with a purpose. You know you're going somewhere. You're changing the world. You're fulfilling your purpose. One more thought. What does it mean to have a purpose? Everybody, what's the purpose of life? Why are we here? Why do you think there's a purpose? Why do you care? You're here, make the best of it. Purpose means you came into existence for a reason. It's not like you can sit here and say, you know what, I think I'll become a doctor. That'll be my purpose. You can't make up a purpose. You can't build a car and then decide what its purpose is. The purpose comes first. And according to the purpose, you design the machine. So if you want a machine that will transport you, you build a car. If you want a machine that will take your picture, you build a camera. But you don't build a machine and then ask what it's for. So God designed the world according to the purpose. So whatever we have, whatever talents we have, whatever nature we have, it's because those things are necessary for the purpose. And whatever is not necessary for our purpose, we don't have. So for example, person is, God forbid, paralyzed, quadriplegic, can't use his arms, can't use his legs. That means that he can achieve his purpose without mobility and without the use of his arms. Most people need legs and arms in order to fulfill their purpose. Some people don't, and they're fulfilling their purpose. Which explains how those people can be so excited about life, and they are. sometimes more excited about life than those who are athletic, because they see a purpose. So every cell in our body is looking, hungering for its purpose. So if you have intelligence, there's a purpose. You have emotions for a purpose, not for yourself. And that's the beauty of the whole thing. There are people who are worth $100 billion. $100 billion. They have no doubt that that money is not for them. Because how could a person ever spend $100 billion? On what? So they know, it's very clear, it's my money, but it can't be for me. It's too much. The same is true with everything. Everything is for a purpose, never just to be. So you have love. What is it, to love yourself? That's backwards. You have love to use for a purpose. You have intelligence. What, it's all for yourself? No. It's for the purpose. So we wake up every morning and ask, what do I have? What talents, what gifts, what abilities, what opportunities do I have that will help fulfill the purpose? And the purpose is not me. I have a purpose. I am not the purpose. And what is the purpose? To bring God down to earth. Not to get to heaven. Not to become holy, the holiest, the highest, the greatest, the saintliest, or the smartest, or the richest. The purpose is not me. My purpose is to bring God down to earth. Because that's the only thing that's missing. God is God, earth is earth. They're too far apart. Our mission, should you choose to do it, is to bring God and earth together. So if God wants to come down to earth, why would you want to go to heaven? You're going to cross paths on the way someplace. God is coming down, you're going up. Where are you going?